I mean, think about like the Bee Gees, right?
Sure.
The Bee Gees are fucking awesome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to A Conversation with Colin. I'm Greg, and this is my roommate, Colin. Now, Colin, sometimes he says these crazy things. So every Tuesday and Thursday, I reach into my topic pile, grab one, toss it at him, we talk it out. He has no idea what is in the topic pile. He hears them when you hear them. If you like that idea, like this video, share it with your friends, then follow or subscribe, whatever. Follow us on the YouTubes, subscribe to us on the Twitters, whatever, it all makes sense. You see the annotations. Colin, are you ready?
Yes.
Today's topic of conversation is rap rock.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Everybody remembers rap rock from the early aughts, the late '90s.
The late
there,
90s, probably, yeah.
Most people gave it up, but you've held on. You've carried that torch. Why?
I really like rap rock. I know it's not something to be proud of necessarily. I know a lot of it is musically bankrupt and not very, it doesn't really require a lot of talent. There's a lot of bad rap rock bands, and those bad rap rock bands ruin the entire genre. But there are a handful of good rap rock bands that I really like still. That some of them still make music, some of them don't. And I think it's a genre worth exploring because I really like hip hop a lot and I really like rock a lot, and I don't see why you can't combine the two into something that's great. And I think a few artists have managed to do that.
Who is still doing it well?
Well, I think a lot of people aren't going to like this, but I think Limp Bizkit, when they came back and made Gold Cobra last year, was a really great record.
Okay.
And I think that they totally fell off, and I understand why people don't like them. I think
for somebody at home who has no idea what we're talking about, why would people not like Limp Bizkit?
Well, I think people don't like Fred Durst.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
He's the chocolate starfish.
Yeah. So of your chocolate flavored water, of course. But I understand why people don't like him. He's like a little bit brash and stuff like that. I also understand that people think that Limp Bizkit musically is actually really good, and I think a lot of people really like Wes Borland, who's their guitarist. He's very technically talented guitarist. But I think people are being a little bit hypocritical about rap rock, and it bothers me a little bit because Limp Bizkit has sold millions of records, right?
Yeah.
Or a band like Linkin Park when they released Hybrid Theory, which I think is a fantastic record. Yeah, that song not so much, but there are some fantastic Points of Authority and Paper Cut and all those songs on that record are really good. And those guys sold Hybrid Theory sold so many copies.
Gangbusters, as they say in the music industry.
But then now everyone's like, oh, Limp Bizkit sucks. Linkin Park sucks. It's like, no, you probably bought Linkin Park records and you bought Limp Bizkit records and you don't like them anymore because it's cool not to like them.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit what anyone thinks about what I think. So I like those records still, and I like those bands, and I think those bands are fine. Of course, 311 is still my favorite band of all time, and they're a rap rock band that really doesn't do rap rock anymore.
How do you feel about that? Do you still like them as a band, even though they're
it's smart? I think that they're really self-conscious of their longevity, and even though people like the things that they're doing in the early and mid 90s, I mean, they've been a band for 23 years now. So the things that they were doing in 89, 90, 91, 92, real rap rock, rap metal, rap core, those kinds of things, them doing that as 45-year-olds doesn't look good anymore. Yeah. And they can still play those songs, and I've seen them play those songs live, and they're fine. But I don't think that I think they want to set a different cadence so that when they get older, it's kind of like the Beatles. Like the Beatles' first, many records, half dozen records, were very sing-songy and stuff like that. But then when you got to Sgt. Pepper, and you got to Magical Mystery Tour, and you got to the White Album and Abbey Road, those were very different, very studio albums, very engineered. They couldn't even play those songs live. They didn't play those songs live. They changed, and I think that 311. I'm not trying to compare 311 to the Beatles.
You just did, though. You just did compare 311 to the Beatles.
But so I really enjoy that genre. Rap rock as a genre, I think is really great, and there are a lot of great bands that I think rap rock, like anything else, will come back. The only example of a genre that has not come back that I can think of is disco, and people really hate disco.
Yeah.
And I think that some people really hate rap rock. So
do you think they hate them for the same reasons? They were just overplayed. Everybody was doing it.
Yeah, I think that there's a level of it's cool to hate these things on both sides. I mean, think about the Bee Gees, right?
Sure.
The Bee Gees are fucking awesome. If you're gonna hate on the Bee Gees, then you're kind of crazy. I mean, that was a very disco centric group, and they did their thing or whatever. Even ABBA, if you listen to some of ABBA's songs, those songs are awesome.
I liked it better when they were the A-Teens. Remember when the A-Teens came around?
Yes, of course.
Weren't they Swedish teens that were just super attractive? You're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you enjoyed that.
Yeah, of course it did.
But yeah, back to the topic of rap rock. I think that it will probably come around at some point. And I don't think there's anything wrong with enjoying the genre. I understand why people don't like it. I understand that some of the stuff's really corny. Some of these guys just totally went off the deep end. They're really terrible.
What killed
rap rock
it? Yeah,
bands.
what do you think killed rap rock?
I mean, I think that Limp Bizkit's dive in popularity had a lot to do with the killing of rap rock. But let me give you an example of the hypocrisy of why people hate rap rock. Rage Against the Machine is the most prolific rap rock band of all time.
Okay.
And Rage Against the Machine is really great. I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative, but I really enjoy Rage Against the Machine. I think Tom Morello is awesome. I think Zach De La Rocha is an incredibly intelligent individual. I think that those are really good songs. When they came back and reformed a few years ago and they played Coachella and all those things, people went nuts.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a fucking rap rock band. They don't sing anything. That is straight up rap rock, and you love it. But when other bands do it, you don't like it anymore. But they pretend that Rage Against the Machine's not rap rock. If you were to go, oh, so you're a rap rock fan, and be like, I don't like rap rock. Oh, but you just loved Rage Against the Machine. You paid $300 to see them at Coachella, so you actually do like rap rock, and you actually like the band that popularized rap rock. Because when you think about Chili Peppers and Urban Dance Squad and Rage Against the Machine and all these early bands that were doing it, they were the ones that brought it to the fore to pave the way for 311 and Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park and even smaller bands like Shooty's Groove or so many even bands that I don't really like Saliva.
Yeah.
Were doing those things. So I think people need to be a little more honest with themselves about the place rap rock has in the industry and rap core and rap metal and all that stuff, and understand that it's going to come back eventually.
Okay. You heard it here first, everybody. Colin that about does it. Everybody out there, get ready for Rap Rock's return. It's coming
God
any
willing.
day now. What did you think of this video? Did you like it? Then like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to us, tweet at us, tell Colin what your favorite Rap Rock song is, or leave it in the comments below here on the video. And until then, check us out every Tuesday and Thursday when I throw a topic at Colin and he catches it with that big mouth of his. I hope you have a conversational day.